Coming up on this edition of Mustang News, we take a look at some controversial flyers that have been going around on campus. Plus, we visit a newly renovated coffee shop. All this and more coming up. Hello and welcome to Mustang News. I'm Jacob Smith.
And I'm Morgan Hare. There have been some controversies surrounding flyers that have been found on campus. Reporter Latoya Fondren is here to tell us more about that.
That's right, Morgan. Fastest flyers have been posted on campus multiple times since last semester, with their subject matter causing a bit of controversy here at MSU. Reporter Taylor Barnett has more on the story.
MSU Texas students and faculty are shocked to be finding white nationalist and fascist propaganda flyers posted around campus. The first flyers were found in the fall semester and continue to be found on a near weekly basis. Charles Quay says this is an issue he never expected to happen at MSU.
I didn't really feel any vibe like that when I arrived on campus. I've always heard about stuff like this on the news, but it's never really happened to me. It's something pretty serious, so I don't think people will take it lightly.
One flyer depicts hands coming towards the U.S. with a statement that urges people to defend their nation. According to Dr. Sarita Green, the flyers represent discrimination and intolerance.
Presents a xenophobic position, as well as racist, sexist, misogynistic, views throughout.
Over 5 flyers were found during the 2017 fall semester. However, no official statement came until January 30th of this semester. Julie Gaynor says the administration wanted to assess the situation before releasing a statement.
Well, I think we just wanted to monitor the situation. I think at first, it was there weren't very many posters, and in each time there have not been very many posters in each incident, but as you're aware, this is happening across the country. We're not unique to it, and it was just time to alert our campus community about it.
Officials have no suspects. However, no criminal charges would be filed because no crime has been committed. They say they are keeping an eye out for anyone who looks to be posting suspicious flyers, and any flyers found should be taken down and reported to the Office of Student Affairs. For Mustang News, I'm Taylor Barnett.
Over the past few months, these fastest flyers have been appearing all over campus, from Bolin Science Hall to the Student Equity Office. No one knows who is posting these flyers, but they are doing so against MSU's posting policy, which states that all flyers must be approved by Student Affairs in Clark Student Center 108 before they can be posted. University President Suzanne Shipley sent a campus-wide email February 8th to remind all students and faculty of these policies.
And the individual or individuals who are responsible for the postings, and if they are students, then we can refer to our student conduct office for violation of the posting policy.
The administration does not have any leads on the culprits, but students or members of an off-campus group, but they have police investigating the matter. If you find a flyer, alert Student Affairs. Do not try to remove the flyer yourself, as some have been reported to have razor blades attached to the back.
Need something fun to do this weekend? Check out the local Humane Society to play with some of their rescue pets. Reporter Jessica Wallenberger visited the local Humane Society and spoke to the employees about the pets currently housed there.
Yes, I did, Morgan. Over 60 dogs and cats are currently at the Wichita County Humane Society. The Humane Society is located on Old Iowa Park Road and is home to many dogs and cats just waiting to be adopted. Anyone over the age of 18 is welcome to come complete the simple process to adopt a pet with a few small restrictions on who can adopt.
Basically, you come in, you fill out the form, you take a look at our pets to see who you like. The process is pretty simple. If you rent, we just need your landlord's information. If you are in a house, you just need to have a fenced-in yard.
Rescuing a dog from the Humane Society only costs $110, and they also offer affordable services such as shots, spaying, and neutering. For more information, visit their website. If you aren't able to adopt a dog or cat, the Humane Society is always looking for volunteers or donations.
Last semester, we took you on a brief tour of some local coffee shops in the Falls. Recently, one of those shops, 8th Street Coffee House, underwent some major renovations, so I decided to follow up with them. With a brand new extension to their interior and loads of new space and merchandise, 8th Street Coffee House now has a lot more to offer, while maintaining the same comfortable atmosphere. 8th Street barista Brianna Iper says the renovations were an effort to bring more people downtown.
8th Street chose to expand for a lot of reasons. One being that the older space was just too small. There was a lot of people coming in and they kind of felt claustrophobic. And also their main concern was they wanted people to know, the businesses around, that downtown renovation was one of their biggest motivators for the expansion, because they want downtown to be renovated and they want more people to come downtown.
There are a number of new attractions to the shop's extension, including new food options and more accessibility for downtown commuters. But Iper says her favorite part is the new coffee bar and drink choices.
There are a few things. We have a new farmers market that has to-go food for those people who are working downtown that need to go real fast and they can grab a lunch. We also have just the regular farmers market that has avocados, bananas, whatever, but we also have refrigerated items, so more people can come over here instead of driving far away to go get their groceries. They can come by here. I love the new coffee bar. There's so much more space. We have so many more options to make drinks with, including we have the new gelato, so we can do espresso over gelato, and it's really good. I was telling somebody the other day that we just have so many more options for drinks because we kind of were held back with a little space before, and now that we got the new space, we can have more fun with it.
Be sure to head over to the newly renovated 8th Street if you want a cool place to study or need a caffeine pick-me-up. For MNG Media, I'm Jacob Smith.
One of the most exciting aspects of the spring semester is the start of basketball season. Isn't that right, Avery?
That's right, Morgan. The basketball seasons are in full swing at MSU. Here's reporter Sterling Ellison with a recap so far.
The Midwestern State University basketball teams are coming into the final stretch of a well-fought season. Both squads are now competing for a chance to play in the Lone Star Conference Championship. The men's team started off struggling this season by going 2-8 in their first 10 games. The Mustangs had an upturn, however, going 4-6 in the next 10 games, leaving the Mustangs with a record of 6-14. Men's coach Nelson Haggerty helped the team improve in specific areas to get the Mustangs back on track.
It's taken us a while to have a good understanding of who we are as a team, but even our guys as individuals, kind of where their place is on this basketball team. So we've been able to work out the kinks. We've lost some close games, and honestly, we've lost, probably every way you can lose a basketball game right this season.
With improvements and growth in mind, the Mustangs soon went on a 3-game winning streak, defeating St. Mary's, Texas A&M Kingsville, and Angelo State, leaving the Mustangs on a 9-14 record on the year.
Our guys have done a solid job of continuing to compete and get better, despite not getting the wins in the early part of the season, and have had some good performances as of late. So we just want to build on that. We have an understanding that we make it to the tournament, we're capable of winning 3 games in a row, in anybody in our league. And so we're just preparing for that. And
with 5 games left to go, Coach Haggerty hopes the Mustangs can continue their winning streak to the end of the season. On the women's side, the Mustangs started off the season strong, going 6-2 in their first 8 games. The women's team also went 3-0 in Lone Star Conference play, with key victories over Tarleton State, Texas A&M Commerce, and Angelo State. The Mustangs later went 5-7 over the next 12 games, leaving them at a record of 11-9, while going 8-6 in Lone Star Conference play. Coach Noel Johnson talks about key points the team worked on throughout the season.
I've seen an improvement in togetherness, how they've stayed together and continually have represented the culture of what our team is. And so I'm proud of them for doing that.
With 6 games to go, The road to the Lone Star Conference Championship begins tonight when the Mustangs take on UT Permian Basin.
You know, we got to take it a game at a time, and it's a game plan at a time. You definitely cannot overlook any team in our league, no matter what the record is. You've got to bring it every night. You got to win in February, and you do that by just keeping it simple.
For Sports Scene, I'm Sterling Ellison.
If you're interested in playing basketball or maybe another sport, here's Morgan Hare with information on the intramural sports team offered here on campus.
Co-ed men's and women's basketball kicked off the spring semester of intramural sports. This spring, MSU is offering 4 leagues students can get involved in, including basketball, dodgeball, outdoor soccer, and softball, along with one-day tournaments being offered for various other sports like sand volleyball, badminton, and kickball. Assistant Director of Recreation, Sports, and Wellness, Mike Richardson, encourages all students to get involved with rec sports.
So I think it's important just to a lot of different people for different reasons. One could be just to make friends. Maybe you came to Midwestern not knowing anyone, or whatever university you choose to go to, you may not know anyone, and you know you want to play sports, you know you want to be involved in that kind of way.
Over the past year, more than 1,200 students have participated in intramural sports. There's no fee, and any student can participate.
And it's really good to have like a break from studying, and so it's just nice to get together, and it gives you a little hour break.
To register for any intramural sport or one-day tournament this spring, visit imleagues.com/MWSU, or for more information, visit Mike Richardson at the Wellness Center. For MNG Media, I'm Morgan Hare. That's it for this edition of Mustang News.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at MNG Media and like us on Facebook. Be sure to tune in next time for your campus news.